What's up, guys? Thank you guys for coming in. I want to start off real quickly because it's like it's like going on 5 in the morning here, and we play that game, and I'm getting tired, so like to get some sleep, and hopefully not think too much on this game, but mostly get some sleep. So, um, and for everyone who's probably coming in. I'll just recap what's going on. You can probably recap this, you probably rewind this or recap it. But I'll answer some questions. I'll probably answer a couple of questions here and there if you guys want some questions to be answered or anything. I'll even put on the let me see if I can put it on. All right, I got it on the comment section so you guys can see. I'll see you guys' questions and and I can answer them for you. But let's start off with the game. Let's start off with last week because I was supposed to have a press conference, which is the reason why I'm having one right now. Because we didn't have a press conference last week. I didn't think we deserved a press conference last week. Last week was a disaster against the let's go back and see who we played against the Rams. Last week was a huge disaster against the Rams last week. Um, it wasn't our game. We came in there prepared and thinking that we were ready. It wasn't, you know, playing at home. We thought that the game was ours, and we were going to come back fighting. And this is a whole new team. Uh, well, from what I saw and from what the players saw on the field when they played, it wasn't anything like that. And to be honest, it pissed us off. A lot of things we hadn't planned after our game against after our week 1 game. We had a lot of things in planned, but everything fucking failed. It was just ridiculous. It made no sense. And thank you, Madden, for actually making a lot of those a lot of those failures happen. There was times where, and you guys can go back and watch it. I don't want to hear the whole, well, you're just trying to get over a loss. No, no, no. This is Madden. This is why I don't want to play this game anymore, and this is why I'm just doing the two last seasons, this season and next season. Thank you. We're getting this cycle over with. We're getting this game over with. Hopefully, 21 can be a little better. Hopefully, I'm like, here's before we even get on to games. Uh, am I coming back next cycle? Have no idea, guys. At this point, I just want to I just want to get this game over and done with. I'm done with it. I don't want to play it no more. It's been hell for me. Gameplay wise and everything. When the first release, when we had the beta, and when it was at launch, the game was balanced. There was problems here and there, but it wasn't big as what it is right now. And to be honest, it was playable. This game is not playable anymore. I fucking hate it. I want to be done with it. I just can't do it no more. So so I'm done with it. I even started buying new games to play, so I don't have to play this game anymore because it's just ridiculous. It's trash. It's complete utter bullshit trash. There's been times where I'm throwing a ball and I know that it's going to hit the receiver and it's just overthrown. The quarterbacks can't get the ball off one time, and it wasn't like that during launch and freaking the beta. They had a time where they could release the ball, and even when they would get hit, they still release the ball. It'll probably be out of bounds or an interception. But hell, I could believe that than the quarterback actually holding on to the ball and not throwing it. Like, he has the opportunity to throw the ball, and it takes him forever to throw it. I'm tapping square, triangle, everything in the fucking arsenal for him to release that ball, and he is taking forever and a day. It was not like that when this game first came out. The quarterback didn't take super forever. He took an amount of time, but it wasn't forever. And when I mean took an amount of time, it was like an amount of time where it was reasonable. Like where there was a situation where he couldn't get the ball off on time. Now it's like he's taking forever just to launch that shit in the air, and I'm just like, why? Why? I'm tapping square before I even get hit, and he's taking forever just to freaking bullet pass it, launch it. It's freaking ridiculous. And then on top of that, let's get on with the freaking. You hit the circle button when you're trying to change a man, and the dude automatically just sits there. He doesn't. You can't move him. You can't switch out of him. He sits there. And if you guys don't know what I'm talking about, go back and rewatch last week game and this week game. You will definitely see what the hell I'm talking about. Especially in this game. Especially in last week game. It only happened like I think once in this game, which if it happened more than that, I didn't notice the other times because it didn't cost me anything. But the one time it happened is when when I switched to the closest dude next to him to make a tackle, and he just sat there. And I couldn't switch out of him. I couldn't switch to the next closest dude so he could make the tackle because I knew the computer wasn't going to be able to make the tackle. But it happened. It was a failure. Fucking failure. I can't with that. I literally can't with games like that. And it happened a lot in the Rams game. It happened once in this game, but it happened a lot in the Rams game, and that fucking pissed me off. So, there's just a lot with that. And, with the Ram game, we tried our hardest, but, thank God we're not playing our divisional games just yet. We're still, thank God we're not playing our divisional games, but these games do still count because every point counts towards us making it in our league. Well, in our standards and in our league. Yes, we're 0-3 right now, but after the bye week, I'm hoping to get some wins in to make up for this tough loss that we're having in the beginning of the season because I don't want this. The team doesn't want this. Preseason, we look like a team that was ready to go into the regular season and actually start winning some games, and now we're coming out and we're looking like a team that don't know what they're doing. And you know what? Last week it was that team. This week we knew what we were doing. We came in here, we made a couple passes, we made a couple runs, we scored a couple touchdowns, we got a couple interceptions. We had some players get hurt, but they're all fine. Terrell Green, he got hurt. He couldn't come back onto the freaking in the game. I don't know why, because he's not actually hurt. He's totally fine. It's just one of those games. You have an injured player who can't come back, and it's like, why? Is he really hurt? And then after the game, you find out he's not really hurt. Why couldn't he come back? So that's Madden for you. So with that being said, this game, was a loss, but it wasn't as bad as I thought. I'm okay with losing the games like this. This is like a close game. We only needed like 2 more points, I believe. You know, Not even that. To be honest, we could have just had a touchdown and then scored 3 points. But, to tie up the game and then took it into overtime. But to really finish it, we could have had 2 touchdowns. We had an opportunity at the end in the fourth quarter to score those 2 touchdowns. And it was our fault because we didn't get the job done. There was too many passes that were being incomplete. The run was stopped. It was just too much. And then the passes that were being complete at the end, when we tried to score a touchdown, it just didn't work. That it just happens. Things like that happens, and we have to work on it. So it's something that we're going to work on. It's something that we're going to build on. It's something that during the off season, not even the off season, during the bye week, we're going to work on it. we're gonna come back during the bye week and actually win a game. You know, it's something that I want. You know, I don't want to be stuck having the worst cycle or worst season. It's ridiculous, and it happens time and time again. And I don't want to be dead last anymore. I don't. I'm frustrated. I'm frustrated with this game, and I'm tired of just the constant. Players aren't making their efforts and not taking their all. And today, this wasn't that team. Now, I'll be very surprised in 2 weeks when we do have a next game against the Saints that this team doesn't show up because we are playing at home against the Saints. And if this team doesn't show up, believe me, I don't know. This team will be done. I swear to you not. A lot of players will be coming off. We almost had a opportunity where we could have gotten another quarterback. Tully was going to be pushed to secondary, and we were going to have another quarterback come on. But I said, you know what? This is only week 3. This is only week 2. Let's keep on the roll. Let's keep on the pace. Let's see what we can do. And Teddy actually came out and did some things. He made the ball go in some very tight places, and that's what we need him to do last week. He didn't do it, but this week, he made those big schemes, and he made it work. That's something that we're going to build on with him. Connection with not just with the linemen, but also with the wide receivers and his halfbacks. He needs that connection with the whole team. Defense is the same way. We franchise tagged uh, Jones for a reason. Because we knew that we weren't going to be able to get anybody that's similar to him in the draft or even in free agency. So we knew that coming in that we needed to franchise him right away. Yeah, we have the option to trade him if somebody wants him, and we think about it. We'll think about it, and we'll go from there. But as of right now, there's a reason why he's on the team. Not just because he wants to be on the team, because that is a big factor. He does want to be on his team, but with us losing and with us having rough seasons and and uh, and rough cycles, our cap isn't what it used to be, and our cap is very low. So we, we're making things work. We franchised him. It killed our cap again, but we did it, and he was happy enough to actually join. He actually wanted to leave, but we talked to him. We actually got to sit down and talk to him, and he said, he'd stay on for one more cycle. So he's staying on with us for one more cycle, and then that's it. That's what it's going to be about. We're not going to. We promised him this is our last time doing it, and we're going to keep that promise. So he's trying his best to make things happen on defense, to show up, to actually play because this is what he wants to do. Um, and we have to stop losing. He doesn't like to lose. I don't like to lose. The whole team doesn't like to lose. So this is what we're going to have to do. We're going to have to build on this. We're going to take this loss and build on it. And when we come back from our bye next week, in 2 weeks against the Saints, we gotta win. Yeah, we're going to play at home. I told you guys this. We're going to play at home. We gotta win. Simple as that. Very simple. But with that being said, guys, I talked too much. Um, I said we were going to have some questions, but I know not everybody in here. So if you guys got any questions, just send me a tweet, DM, I'll answer them. But other than that, guys, we're going to head out. Thank you guys for coming out, and we'll see you in 2 weeks.